Last time on Dice Funk.
Right now, there are 13 active factions. If we want our beliefs to come true, there must only be one.
No thanks.
It gives you more magic, so it's pretty good.
Sometimes when you take things from people, there's strings attached. I'm a very no strings attached kind of guy these days.
King, the factions can't go to war. They tried it once before, a long time ago, and the Lady of Pain sent all the leaders into the Eternal Maze. None of them have ever come back, so as long as the Lady of Pain exists, the factions can't go to war.
What if there's a fake Lady of Pain? Does that cause a problem?
King is going to start reaching deep within himself. However, now, certain parts of his body begin to enlarge, and slowly, his body begins to take on more and more elements of a blue slotty.
Nifyx turns around. Who is this?
You see a woman in a green dress, like olive dress. She looks very professional. Embalmed. And her second most notable feature is her neck stump.
I apologize if this is a bit forward, but you wouldn't have anything to do with the head under that tree, would you?
The Dullahan has like a handbag with her.
Yeah.
She grabs something and with some significant effort pulls it out. And it is a severed head.
And presumably this isn't a head that Nifyx recognizes.
It is your head.
Oh.
I'll tell you whatever you want to know. If you beat me in a little game.
Oh, fuck.
Nifyx is gonna undo her polymorph and go, amazingly, that's right up my alley. So, Austin, I met a person with no head that has my face.
You sure did. Last we left this episode, Nifyx, you conducted a head sting and tracked where the deliveries of the stolen heads were being made to the Garden of Eden on the roof of Purgatory, and you met a Dullahan, a kind of Irish psychopomp, who challenged you to a little game while donning your head on her neck stump.
Yeah, so my running theory right now is, this is basically Sylar from Heroes. You collect people's heads and you get their powers, so I'm probably going up against a Conduit of Challenge in a Conduit of Challenge.
You said that before, and I still haven't ever seen the show Heroes, but you sound correct.
Oh, yeah, no, so his whole thing was he sliced open people's heads and took their brains and he got their superpowers. He was
also a watchmaker's son, coincidentally, just like John Osterman.
Oh my god. Yeah, get him, Conrad!
I cut out 20 minutes of Watchmen TV show talk for the audience. That's why that just happened.
We'll never let it all go.
You gotta put it out as like a bonus podcast or something.
No.
So yeah, superpower stealer person.
Yeah, so the Dullahan has already challenged you. You're standing in the Garden of Eden, Nifyx. You said you took off your polymorph, so you look like yourself.
Yeah.
I think the Dullahan, there's some shock, but she also has like incredible control over her outward appearance towards people. She spends a lot of time with like very powerful people where she can't betray her emotions.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't have a kind of meltdown a person might when you pull that cool stunt.
She's got a good poker face, even if she's just gone, oh shit, I stole your face, fuck.
Yeah, she usually doesn't have any face at all, so she's very good at having no facial expressions. In fact, I mean, you're looking into your own severed head, which is like...
Yeah, that's probably worse for me, isn't it?
That's fun.
Yeah, and it's like semi-preserved, so the skin is like a weird grayish color, and your eyes are...
Is it crinkly?
Huh?
Is it crinkly like a mummy, or is it still plump?
I don't like plump. Please don't say plump.
Plump.
I don't like that.
Plump.
No, it's like taxidermied. So like I don't know
Oh.
if you've ever seen like a taxidermy animal done really well, where it's like, oh, it's pretty close, but there's just something a little off, a little glassy about the eyes. It's just creepy, and it's your face. So I mean, it's bad. It's a bad time for Nifyx.
That's less than ideal. But Nifyx is going to accept that challenge because it's come too far to back down now.
Yep. So the duel of hand says, what will the wager be?
If I win, I need a really big soul, and I need you to stop and just explain to me what the heck is going on and why you've got my face.
Sounds reasonable. And if I win, you will help me keep my secrets.
Sounds like a fairly fair trade.
And I get to pick the game.
Of course, it's only natural.
She reaches into her big purse, roots around in there, and pulls out a deck of cards.
Okay, so what is this? Poker, Go Fish, what game we playing?
The game is called War.
Okay.
You shuffle the deck, like so. We split it between us, and we take turns flipping over the top card. Highest card takes both. Repeat until one person has all the cards.
So what you're saying is, we're playing a game of total luck here.
I know who you are, Nifyx. I know your skills. I wouldn't be foolish enough to challenge you at something you could apply your expertise to.
Okay.
How's that bone juice sitting, Nifyx?
Yeah, gonna take a swig.
All right, so let's have Nifyx and the duel of hands sit in the garden, just like in a what's a really like symbolic kind of flower we can sit near or something. Anybody plant imagery that's good?
Are there any plants that are in any way to do with video games?
I don't think so.
Flowey?
Oh God.
It's flowery.
Like just big sunflowers?
Yeah, sure, some big flowery-esque sunflowers, why not?
All right, so you sit down in the field there, and she splits up the deck. The way we're going to do this is best of 7, which is whoever gets 4 wins first wins. Just raw d20s, because there's nothing you can do to affect the outcome of the card game War.
Oh, and here I went and looked and found a thing that would like run the simulation for you the whole way through.
I'm gonna be honest, I was debating like deception, trick shuffles, but now let's go luck only.
Yeah, we could send the whole thing out. That would A, take forever, and B, would not allow for like dialogue between each section.
Nifyx is high on that bone juice and letting life take the reins right now.
Getting litty.
So we just doing d20s?
Yep.
Okay.
11.
9, you win the first.
All right, so first for the duel of hand, I'll write that down. She shows 11 to 9. She takes the first cards, and this is like representing the first part of the game as you begin taking cards for each of you. And she says, "So Nifyx, what have you been doing with yourself since your untimely demise?"
Well, I wanted to get back to, playing games on stream, doing what I was doing with my life, but didn't really know why I'd been killed, and seemed a little unwise to put my face in front of a few thousand people if I didn't know why I was dead. I didn't know if this was one of these put my face out there, I'd just get killed right off again. What about you? What have you been doing since you took my face?
Same thing I did before I took your face. Buying and selling souls.
Huh. What auspicious coincidence for the kind of day I'm having.
I think she like reaches into her bag and pulls out a card, like a business card, and hands it to you. And it says, Matilda, Soul Trader, Envy is the floor she works on.
So, yeah. Since the whole dying thing, I've ended up in the assassination game.
Oh, I botched. Bad.
Oh.
So Nifyx is going to take this one. It's 1-1, huh?
A 3. It's not great, but it'll do.
All right, it's 1-1. Matilda says, the assassination game. Do tell me more.
I wish I could say it was something I'd chosen to walk into. I was dead, and then I wasn't, and I was presented a job offer, and being dead's not great. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty boring. There's not much to do.
Not for someone of your skills, I imagine. You require only the highest caliber of competitors. I can respect that.
The pitch I got was, it'd be a challenge, and yeah, it sure is that.
In my expertise in envious souls, the most valuable deceased are athletes and competitors. Usually physical sports, but esports as well, which was what led me to you.
Yeah? So is this, what about me was it that got me killed?
Your conduit, of course.
Figured as much.
17.
12.
All right, Matilda leads 2-1. She says, I'm sorry if that seems a pedestrian answer, that all I wanted you for was your head so I could take your conduit, but as this contest is going to prove, it's an invaluable tool for bending people to one's will, which is sometimes necessary in this line of work.
I mean, you're not wrong, but, I guess we're on uneven footing in this ground. What's your conduit?
Oh, envy.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Most brokers share their conduit with the floor they work on. It gives them
Yeah.
insight into the market.
Plus, wanting a bunch of conduits that aren't really yours.
Oh, and how sweet they are.
I don't know, reads as envious to me.
3.
Oh, 2!
I can't believe it!
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh, that's a, 3-1 lead you've got now?
Did you say you got a 2?
Yeah,
I was too busy laughing.
I got a 2.
Oh my god, I thought I lost that one for sure. Yes, it's 3-1.
Oh, I thought you lost it for sure.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, dice, you bastards.
I thought that was in the bag. I thought we were gonna even it up nice.
Oh man. Oh, Matilda says, so, assassination. Do you work with anyone else, or are you on a solo mish?
I have others I work with. I am not the I'm more the support role than the upfront big tanky stabby stab type.
And where, pray tell, are your teammates? You'd think they would have come with you to confront the big bad lady who stole your head.
Yeah, we have been a little bit all over the place recently. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't invite them because there's a little bit of me that thought maybe one of them had done it because there's been a lot of killing going around recently.
You can't even trust your fellow assassins. What does this world come to?
I don't think the even's necessary. I think if there's anyone you can't trust, it's a group of assassins who their whole deal is wanting or not caring about killing. I mean, you probably shouldn't assume that they're not gonna kill you.
Oh, but that sounds so wonderful. I'd love to have some assassins on my payroll. Think of how you can manipulate the market.
Oh, I'm sure you're not the first person to have had that idea. Or something along those lines.
9.
It's doable to beat it, but I can't afford a loss. 3 again.
Oh my god, Nifyx. What?
Those dice have not been playing in my favor today.
I mean, that's game. That's checkmate. That's 4-1. Nifyx beaten in her own challenge by her own head.
Yeah.
That's the first time you've ever... Yeah.
Yeah, that is the first time I've lost a conduit challenge. I'm gonna put it at least partially down to, A, Nifyx didn't get to set the rules, and B, a little bit shell-shocked to see her own face.
Yeah, I mean, the psychological trauma Nifyx has been put through recently is a lot, but she specifically picked this game, so it was 100% luck.
Yeah.
And I think she says, like, Nifyx, you're a talented competitor, but you let me get an advantage by taking away the skill gap. A fatal mistake.
You've already given me more than my fair share of information, so let's hear it. What you want?
What do I want? I want you to help me keep my secrets.
Care to elaborate?
Well, first, tell me how you found me.
I went and dug through a lot of things that people had gone out of their way to forget. Found out that my head had been removed. And followed the trail back. Where do removed heads go? Where do removed heads get delivered?
Names, Nifyx. Who were the people who let me down?
Nifyx is gonna give the names of the people who were knowingly involved.
Damn cold.
I mean, she's magically bound because of the
Yeah.
conduit of challenge, so Nifyx couldn't refuse if she wanted to.
Yeah, no, she's giving the names of the people who were knowingly involved. I think Nifyx's thinking here is the person who was just currying an unknown parcel.
It's not his fault.
Wasn't someone on her payroll that let her down specifically. I don't know if that holds water.
Yeah, it was Hector, the coroner, and then the unnamed elf who was just delivering packages incognito for money.
Fucking Uber Eats.
Yeah. She says, "Thank you for your cooperation, Nifyx."
All right, what else we got? What else we got? Let's get this all out of the way.
Well, now that you're magically bound to help me keep my secrets, I suppose it couldn't hurt to answer your questions. Do you have any for me?
So, I suppose... How many conduit heads have you got going at the moment?
I've collected a couple dozen over the years, conduits which seem particularly useful. I've heard they have some nicknames for me out there, something like the 100-handed one or something for all the things I get up to out there.
Yeah, lots of infinite face related names. Oh, goodness. Any particularly interesting ones? I'm kind of curious now.
Maybe I'll let you see some. What are your plans for closing out our account?
I don't quite know what you mean.
You're bound to help me keep my secret. And Hector the coroner and the elf courier have already demonstrated that they threaten my secret.
This is Ragnar all over again.
Oh my god, you keep entrapping Laura.
It's her conduit. If she was the conduit of giving firm handshakes, this would be a different scene.
Likely story, Austin.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Laura discrimination. I won't allow it.
No, it's interesting to have my characters put in tough situations.
You sounded so defeated.
Tell it to the Ophanim. We cut back to him. He's just crying because of Nifyx ruined his life with a challenge.
I know I didn't win our little challenge, but I'm not going to be able to fulfill my deal with you if I don't have a very big soul. Because the chances are, if I don't have a very, very, very big, a great soul specifically, if I don't have a great soul like right now-ish, I'm gonna be dead before I finish dealing with keeping your secrets.
Well, we can't have that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be ideal, would it? Soul trader, huh?
That's what they call me. That's what it says on my business card right there. Envy floor.
Anything we can... anything I can do to get a great soul off you. Besides the obvious, you want me to do the thing that I am bound to do.
Well, wheeling and dealing is what I do best. So how about this offer? Take care of the coroner and the courier, and I'll take care of you.
Damn.
And you'll let me walk away with a great soul now.
Sure. Just, sign on the dotted line right here.
Uh-oh. More contracts.
Contract signing never goes well. Yeah.
You know I love them.
Yeah.
They always end with someone going through a table.
Yeah. Nifyx is in. She's gone too far down this path, and it's the only way out of that great soul deal she sees right now. So she's taking it.
It's a commentary on debt.
Do you all ever regret not going into the slime world when it was
Every day. Every day.
Yeah.
It was between slime world and spider world. We picked spider world. It's only spiraled from here.
I feel like there would have been something.
Thanks everyone for having my back on this, on that great soul.
It's funny what everyone was just saying about lawyers, because I have a scene for Blake and Cordelia.
Is it about lawyers?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Ooh.
Are we the same person, Conrad? Ooh.
So after the last failsafe assassination at the funeral, the board members have gone into hiding because that's the second death, a very public death, and they know that someone's after them now. And so you couldn't go after the next one right away. But now Cicero has some intel on the latest target, and they are chief legal counsel at failsafe.
Oh, well, then they'll probably have to show up in court at some point.
Well, they're in hiding now, and when they roll out, they'll be probably too public for you to get. But let me describe where they are holed up and see if that gives you any ideas how to get to them.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So yeah, chief legal counsel, which means they are the person whose job it is to bury anyone who has a problem with the way they do business in legal paperwork and fees until they are crushed.
Like Scientology.
Because obviously failsafe does so much work lying to people and rejecting their legitimate claims that they get sued a lot. But if you just completely flatten anyone who challenges you with your legal department, you don't have to pay out. So that's this guy's job. He is I don't know if you see the picture here, a Nikoloth, a kind of Yugoloth, which is essentially a scaly gargoyle.
He's got a little skirt.
Yeah.
He's got a little pleated skirt.
It looks a bit like a utility kilt, if I'm honest.
Oh, I was thinking it was like a little.
I got.
I guess it does.
You get rid of the wings and the horns, and I gotta be honest, I got a cousin looks just like this.
Also, I do think it's very nice that he matched his little tutu to his wings.
I can never predict what they're gonna focus on with these Yugoloths.
Let me just say, I'm really loving this little side arc Conrad and I are on, because there's like no moral quandary.
None.
We're not to solve any problems. We just fuck shit up.
Yeah. So gargoyles are a creature in D&D. Those are like made out of stone, but this is like a almost reptilian skinned gargoyle with wings and horns, and he's pretty big. Big beefy guy.
He's a big guy. Yeah.
How do we feel about the Gargoyles cartoon?
I think what was it? Gabriel, is that the name of the lead one?
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but I liked it at the time.
That voice was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just was thinking about it.
All right, so this Nikoloth has taken to the Yggdrasil and has barricaded himself inside the trunk, which should not normally be possible, because the only thing that can eat through the Yggdrasil are nidhogg's, which have specifically developed to do that. They are the kryptonite of the Yggdrasil. So this is very unusual. That's because this guy is the conduit of locusts. Read into that vis-a-vis lawyers how you wish.
So 2-prong plan. And then after that's planned, there are more prongs. But
We do love a 2-prong plan here on Dice Hunk.
we go talk to Maro, so he doesn't blow us up for fucking with the tree. And then we talk to Callie because she likes you, and she eats tree. It's like it's a boom bam boom bam.
Yeah, a boom bam boom bum.
She's a good kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she'll help us out.
I'm so glad we cultivated these friendships.
All right, so who do you want to talk to first?
Oh, it's got to be Marrow first.
I love him.
Okay, so what do you say to Maro?
I'm going to bring him a nut-flavored latte.
Okay. Very
Look
nice.
at him.
Oh, drink up that warm nut.
Maro, my smaller friend, how are you?
I'm good. I just love the tree so much.
So that's why we're here. There's tree mischief afoot.
That's the worst kind of mischief.
There's a lawyer in the roots of the tree.
He's in the park.
No, he's in the roots.
No, he's specifically in the park, I promise.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Lauren.
I just love trolling you. You get so sad.
I'm very sad, yeah.
Anyways, the tree bark roots. I'm not a tree expert. I'm a snake.
I mean, he's a conduit of locusts. No doubt they're gonna eat the hell out of that bark.
We have to pull his organs out of his butthole.
Well, that's kind of what we were thinking.
So we wanted to come talk to you. So if maybe we're having a baby Nidhogg eat through to find him, you wouldn't blow us up because we're really trying to save your beloved tree.
Those contemptible hogs.
Yes, but they're going to help. Think about it, peace.
Because every once in a while, some kind of cancer might develop inside the body of a host, so you will have to cut to get in there and remove it. So some temporary damage to the tree is necessary in order to save the larger organism.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Here, take healing nuts.
Oh, I love a healing nut.
He gives you both a healing nut. It's essentially like a healing potion that's going to help you in your issue. What else can he do for you?
I mean, you are welcome to join if you do not antagonize the Nidhogg. But also, I know how much you love trees, so maybe you put on some noise-canceling headphones, put on your stories, take a nap, and don't look at what we're doing to the tree.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my good ones. I got the Beats by Dre.
How did you afford that? You're a squirrel.
I stole them.
Yeah, that's so good.
Oh.
I love shoplifting. That's a new part of my character.
I do too, man.
Can I play as this squirrel next season, please?
Maro lives forever.
You just have to be on the edge of screaming at every line.
Nifyx fails to hand in the great soul and gets killed, and now I get to play as the squirrel.
Well, there we go. Now we found a solution. If it goes off the rails, it'll be all right.
It is time to visit a child, very large child.
Yes, large
I
child.
was going to say tiny child, but very large.
Morrow has joined the Party Crashers. And you walk up to Calliope, who is a big worm, and she's just chilling out. I think you actually find her, you don't even realize her dad's there because he's the size of a small galaxy, and then you're like, oh, we're walking on him. Sorry about that.
Sorry, Jim. His name is Jim.
My name is not Jim.
Jimothy.
Take 1d4 psychic damage.
That's fine.
That's 2 psychic
deserve
damage
that.
from him speaking in your presence.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's big.
I had to commit to the bits.
Callie, how you
Hi,
doing?
Mr. Man.
Hi.
Oh, sorry. What was the name we settled on? You told me the name last time and I forgot.
I don't know. Pick any name you want. Doesn't matter. Mr. Man's fine. How are you?
Oh, large?
Yeah. Are you hungry?
Always.
Because, we got a particular root section of,
You know how I feel about roots.
And this is sanctioned root eating.
It is the bark, though.
Yes, it's fine.
Yeah, but, if you slip in and grab a little bit of root while you're at the process, I mean, who's
we
gonna
went out of our way to get you permission?
gonna say, right?
Yeah, there's another version where you don't ask Morrow first, and after the assassination's done, he just goes apeshit on all of you.
Right, yeah.
No, he's my little buddy.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna go watch his soap operas, so he's not traumatized.
Calliope says,
Yeah, I'd love to help. Lancelot says I'm not allowed to hang out with Cordelia anymore, though.
Is Lancelot your dad?
no, this is my dad. And she points at the worm the size of the Milky Way.
So why does he's not your dad? He's not a. Well, he kind of is a cop, but he's not your dad. He does not get to tell you what to do. Plus,
Roll
you just-
roll persuasion.
17.
Yeah, that's good. You have a good relationship with Calliope.
And he's not your father.
Also, he's not here, so he won't know.
Yeah,
That's true.
And if he finds out, that means somebody is a snitch, and then we beat their ass.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, girl gang.
Yeah, I mean, last time we were together, you told me to crush a man, and I killed him, and he splattered all over me. So I guess I'm in for a penny, in for a pound, huh?
How did you feel about that?
Powerful.
Yeah, it's good shit. Okay,
Well,
come on, let's go.
If you like that,
Okay.
Oh no! Everyone's gonna be so mad in the Discord though.
We can't be their puppet. We can't do everything they want.
Discord, you said you wanted the evil season.
All right, so before we go to the assassination, King Badass, you were walking down the street with Lloyd, your brother. You said you wanted to go talk to Abraham, yeah?
Yes.
Before we get there, Lloyd wants to talk to you a little bit.
Okie dokie.
So Lloyd says, "So King, do you remember the transformation now?"
The what now?
Oh, this happened to us a lot growing up, and you never remembered before. But it seems like you did it on purpose this time. The transformation, with power and the lights and the glowing and the fast and the thing.
King's going to reach out and he's going to place the back of his hand against Lloyd's forehead.
It doesn't seem like you're sick.
Fucking owned.
Yeah, sorry. This is exactly what happened when we tried to explain it to you growing up. Sometimes someone would go down on a mission and you would just get very glowy and powerful, and then we'd say like, "How'd you do that?" And you wouldn't know what we were talking about, and we'd try to explain it, and you would think we were sick, and so we just let it drop. But I mean, we all can do it. It's just, I think you always thought it was just magic for us. You never really had the gift, so we just let you think it was magic, but now you can just do it.
Wait, what gift don't I have?
Magic.
Like, the magic of friendship kind of magic, or the fireball kind of magic?
Yeah, the fireball kind of magic, yeah.
Oh. So I can throw fireballs now?
No, I don't think so. I think you just become faster and stronger and more resilient, and your wounds close.
Oh, that seems useful.
It sure does. I just didn't know you knew you could do it.
Can I do it?
Never mind. I guess you can't remember anymore, King.
I just, I was just thinking about how I wanted to get stronger, and then I guess I did.
See, this has always been my concern, because I didn't know where it came from. Nobody did. I mean, we all had it, but nobody outside of the Nexus seems to have it. And I was worried, just like, someday it'll be gone. Just like I worry that my conduit of perplexion will be gone if I ever lose my internal confliction, my problems with the world, Like, I settle down and then I'm not confused anymore. Then what good will I be?
But then you could be a new fun conduit, like the conduit of being the cool brother, or the conduit of being a cat guy.
Well, yeah, that might be nice, but it also might get me killed, because then I won't have what it takes anymore.
No one can kill you, you're the strongest.
Well, I didn't win that last rank war, so who even knows anymore?
Yeah, but, if it's a tie, then doesn't everything stay the same?
Ties just aren't satisfying. That's why soccer never caught on over here in Sigil,
Yeah, I couldn't see who had the ball most of the time. I'd get hungry.
Yeah. Me and Chris could just talk about sports for an hour and everyone would abandon us.
I'm okay. I'm okay as long as you talk about the ones that are anime adaptations of.
Did you see Green Line Manning just had his last game? He really went out on top, even though it was rather indicative performance of him throughout his entire illustrious career.
I did see that. Why are they ruining the draft picks? What's the point of winning when you're 3-11?
I'm happy because it gives him a 500 record, which at least should help him get into the Hall of Fame. He does deserve it. He's a 2-time Grouper Bowl MVP.
Okay.
Grouper Bowl!
Welcome to the NFL podcast. So you and Lloyd talk about your conduits on the way to the Shattered Temple, the headquarters of the Aethar, where you expect to find Abraham, but you do not. Lancelot and Abraham and Cowley are not there. Very few Aethar are there, and you ask around, and you are told that they have gone to the Great Gymnasium.
What's the Great Gymnasium? Is that like a big playground?
They just explain to you what it is. There's no point in rolling for it and failing. The Great Gymnasium is the headquarters. Yeah.
We had that moment in Dice Book before where the DM was just like, not going to risk you fucking this up. Let's just say you learned this information.
I'm just still thinking about the Grouper Bowl.
It just makes sense because there's NPCs here who would just explain it, so there's no reason to fail. They tell you that the Great Gymnasium is the headquarters of the Transcendent Order, which is one of the factions. Their beliefs are Taoism or Taoism. It's like a Chinese philosophical and religious thing that's complicated, and I don't know if we really want to get into it, but basically they believe that training your body and mind are the highest calling. That's where like a lot of meditation and so forth comes from.
Oh, okay. Well, I go see Abraham there then.
Yeah, the people at the church tell you that if you cut through the graveyard, you can get there pretty quick.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick round of push-ups in the gymnasium here, and then I'll head over to the great one.
It's funny because a lot of listeners who know Planescape have pointed out that the Transcendent Order want to train their body and mind so that they're so like in tune with the universe they can act purely on instinct, which seems like it would be the perfect faction for King, but nobody's ever brought it up to King, so.
Because none of us like sports.
I don't know if that's the reason, but okay.
This is my reason.
Austin told me 3 things I could join, and I joined one of them.
I sent a list and said if any of these are interesting, you can join. And Lauren got back to me and said sensates.
That was so many lists.
I know, buddy. I'm sorry. Next season, no lists.
You should have sent me Pokemon, and I would have memorized them via that, and then I would know them.
Okay. Hold on. Pokemon. Does anybody else think that Morgan looks like Anthony Kiedis?
Oh yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers update. John Frusciante's back in the Peps.
Wow.
Well, here's the sad thing about this news. I knew that before you said it. That's what's sad. Because Google seems to think that I care. And I don't.
About the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
They're fine.
Yeah, but Frusciante is explicitly only on their good albums. Whenever he leaves the band, which he's done like 3 times, they get very bad, and when he comes back, he does good stuff. He was on Californication, he was on Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and not on the ones in between, before or after, up until a certain point. So,
was Stadium Arcadium not a great album?
That was his last one before he left.
Okay, cool, because I was like, I kind of dug that one when I was a kid.
Yeah, he wasn't on their early stuff, which was bad. He wasn't on their later stuff, which was bad. And he wasn't in between their 2 best albums. So he left for one album, which was bad. But anyway, sorry, this podcast can't be about the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It's about the Watchmen. It's about Pokemon. It's about Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think we're done.
Morgrem is a Pokemon. This is one of the evolved forms of Impidimp, aka me. I guess I'm going to turn into Anthony Kiedis. But, no, okay, it looks like he's got green pants, no shirt. Long black hair, one of it's like over his eyes, some of it's over his eyes. Boom, Anthony Kiedis.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a very visual gag.
You can Google those 2 things.
They have Google. I tweeted this like 2 hours ago.
I know. It just, you have to know what he looks like, and then you have to know what the Pokemon looks like. It's just a lot. It's a lot of distance to cover.
I'm complicated.
How do you not know what Anthony Kiedis looks like?
Okay, so after King gets some reps in, him and Lloyd leave the Shattered Temple and head through the graveyard at the back of the church on their way to the Great Gymnasium. Give me a perception check. When we have a party wipe later in the season, you're gonna be like, "Why, Austin, are you so mean?" And I want you to remember all the times you dissed the Chili Peps.
I'm just saying he looks like it.
I rolled a 20.
Holy shit. Yeah, King, you spot 2 shadows in the otherwise twilight graveyard that are moving above you in a disconcerting way. Your hunter's instincts kick in, and you are
hypervigilant. They're bad shadows.
Okay. I guess I will say to Lloyd,
Hey, do you notice the shadows above us?
Well, yeah, I'm a cat, so I'm constantly searching for bird. Oh, is that a bird?
No, I think those are shadows. And, I mean, I don't know, but maybe it's those stupid angel dudes who keep coming to try to kill us.
Damn, Chris. You reading ahead, bud?
I'm just thinking that every time something surprises us out of nowhere, it's always been those stupid angel dudes.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's diligence and it is patience, the two remaining virtues who are on a revenge path. You have taken care of humility and charity. Chastity was never in the race because they have a good, stable job. And then kindness and temperance were taken out through conversation. So there's only two left, but they are descending on you right now. Two angels made of light wielding glowing spears.
Go away! I want to go talk to my boyfriend.
No.
We will not go away.
Why not?
They're just jealous. They don't have boyfriends.
You have lived too long in sin. Today, you die.
I don't really know what that means, but I don't really want to waste time fighting you. I've got things to do.
Diligence and patience land on either side of you and Lloyd. They raise up their spears, and they're going to attack you first if you don't attack them.
so total defense is an action you can do. You use it in place of attacking, and what it does is it makes it harder for the enemy to hit you. So essentially they have to roll with disadvantage.
I think in 5e that's just called dodge.
Sorry, yeah, total defense was 4E's version.
Yeah. Same thing though. Yeah. So King takes a defensive stance. I think Lloyd goes back to back with you. He raises like the flaming cherub sword and his katana, and it's two brothers against two brothers.
Mexican Armada.
Did anybody else? Okay, sorry about the Rick and Morty
Yeah.
tangent for a second, but did anybody else see the recent episode where they introduced horny dragons and then at the end they joined a hive mind?
Oh my god, that was so good.
I'm just saying, check the timestamps on that.
Yeah, you fucking, yeah.
I mean, they were a lot hornier than my dragons.
I mean,
But-
I think they're what people want when they're like, if we did a horny dragon season,
it was a lot. Diligence is in front of you, King. Patience is in front of your brother. And their effects are patience casts slow on all adversaries, and diligence casts haste on all allies. I don't know if you know the effects of slow by heart, but you can only take one action or bonus action, not both. And if you do attacks, you can only do one, no extra attacks. And there's spellcasting rules, but you're not a spellcaster, so it doesn't matter. Also, you lose 2 AC.
Okay.
So they're going to roll initiative. That's a botch. That's a big old botch.
Oh my god, Stabby. Stab Lloyd so that you'll get mad at yourself. And Super I'm sorry, that's very doomed. Stab each other.
Can we cut back? Because I need to think of a way out of this.
Okay, yeah, sure. Back to Nifyx. This is actually a pretty...
me.
Yeah, this is a pretty easy scene. You don't need to roll anything, and my involvement will probably be minimal. Tell me how you take care of the unnamed elf courier and Hector the coroner.
So, taking a little swig of that bone juice just to settle the nerves, Nifyx is gonna...
Oh no.
Yeah, Nifyx is gonna... Nifyx is gonna, go for, the coroner first, so... I presumably have the coroner's number, right? Because they called me like, okay, we're ready for the sting.
Don't sweat the details. Don't overthink it. Just describe a scene as if you were like writing a screenplay. Nifyx enters the room. Hector's there. I rip his butt off. Like just.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think how to best do this.
You can't take rip his butt off. That's mine.
You didn't copyright taking butts off.
TM.
What the fuck?
I'll rip a butt off and mail it to myself.
What?
That's a urban legend about how copyright works. Is you can mail something to yourself to copyright it.
That's not.
That's
That's nothing.
it's nothing. No, it's nothing at all.
So, In order to sort of lure him away from his place of business, Nifyx is gonna message the coroner back and just go, sort of the whole business, big misunderstanding. I want to thank you for pointing me down the right hand. You were actually a really big help. If you don't mind meeting up, back down the park, I just wanted to give you a big thank you. As convincingly as possible. Nifyx has got good deception. I'm sure it's fine. And as this coroner comes back to the park, Nifyx is going to attempt to, and I'm trying to work out mechanically the best way to do this, but she wants to remove his head. After all of those heads he's been removing.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
How do you want to do that, Nifyx?
I'm trying to work out, does Nifyx have a thing that would allow that to happen? Because I feel like that's the symbolic way to do this, if a killing has got to occur.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know your spells by heart, but I mean, disintegration, I feel like, is the strongest one.
Can you just hit his head with the ore until it falls off?
Okay, so this is a justice thing in a sense. This is a eye for an eye kind of approach to murder.
Revenge?
This is, if Nifyx is gonna kill this person, it feels like his ending should probably mirror what he's been doing.
So there's some sort of sense of poetic justice. Okay, well now that we know that,
yeah.
Does it matter specifically how the head comes off the body?
I'm open to suggestions.
Well, I'm just saying there's tons of ways to kill the person. Do you want them to die as a result of the head coming off the body, or is the head coming off the body something that can happen post-mortem?
That is a suggestion, I suppose.
You use the ore in a similar fashion as you might say a
oh God.
What?
I don't trust you. You're gonna say something gross.
No, I was not. I was thinking about at a brick oven pizza. You have that shovel that you use to pull it, from in and out. Yeah. So I figure if you just go with the neck straight in like that, you could just pull back with the head.
Yeah. I want to note that this isn't like a Nifyx is appearing in front of Hector to gloat and go, aha, I shall do my poetic justice.
No.
This is, without a word, attempting to do this without being seen, disintegration, disintegrate that neck.
It would have been fun if you had more time, because then you could have gotten a bunch of scalpels and tied them to the end of your ore.
I don't think that's Nifyx's style.
Yeah, I wonder how much the poetic justice thing is something you tell yourself, because I imagine there's a combination of just being lit right now, doing this under magical obligation of just slowly losing your moral compass, and then some poetic justice. It's like a combo. It's a cocktail.
I feel like at least part of it is Nifyx going, Nifyx being a little bit self-aware and going, if this was a story that, this is what would happen in the cutscene in the game, to poetically tie it all up.
All right, so you don't say anything. He just walks up and you just jump out and you just brick pizza oven his head off.
Just pizza oven that head off.
All right, bye Hector. R.I.P.
God, with the delivery person. I think Nifyx is going to use the delivery app to try and book a delivery with this person, in the hopes of getting to them that way.
Mm-hmm. I now envision a montage scene where there's a door that keeps open. There's a different delivery person every time. They keep slamming the door on it.
So when she finally finds this delivery person, Nifyx is gonna use hypnotic pattern before killing them with destructive wave, which I think Nifyx doesn't necessarily want this to be he sees the destructive wave coming and knows, this is my impending death, I think.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, she's trying to make it over before he knows it's happened.
Is it that reason? Or is it that he doesn't want the victim's last thought to know that it was Nifyx that did it?
I mean,
Is
a
it
bit of A,
guilt?
a bit of A, a bit of B. Nifyx is...
Edgy.
There's a lot going on in that head right now, but
So Nifyx calls out the delivery person to like a hypnotic pattern that's waiting for them, and then you just walk up behind them and just blow them up.
yeah.
Just pop them like a balloon with your destructive wave and then walk away.
Yeah. Now, during all this, does Nifyx have to go and hand that great soul in, or is it going to come and get collected when the time's up?
I think Sharon offered to deliver it down because she has the boat down to the abyss. So you have like an hour left and you have to run to Sharon's.
Okay. Nifyx gets both of these killed, sort of no real stopping to think about it. Just, yep, that's done. Yep, that's done. Off we go. Cash this in. Go.
All right, we'll cut back for that scene, but let's give Blake and Cordelia time to do their thing. So we just smash cut into the middle of the scene. You all riding on top of Callie, who's a giant worm. Maro's there. You all are just like, what are you doing up on the just party worm?
Is Maro just sitting there in headphones, like watching on his iPad, like a kid? Is he like my child now? Oh my god, do I get a kid again?
We can't do the child subplot again.
Child! Let me adopt this angry squirrel.
You give him an iPad and he loads up all those weird Joker, Elsa, Doctor,
No!
pregnant videos.
But the next thing you know, it's Paul Joseph Watson.
No.
Okay, well, I'm taking it away. He's
Take the iPad away immediately.
that's what we're doing, I guess.
Okay, good. Yeah, so the Callie approaches the part of the tree that the failsafe executive is holed up in. You can see where the bark is like eaten away. These locusts can eat through any organic material, and they're like swarming through the holes in the trunk now. You can hear them from miles away. They're just an ungodly swarm. And she just like crashes face into it and just starts eating through the bark as the locusts burst out. Roll initiative.
All right, Maro is on our team.
Yep.
Kill Lucas with a tiny squirrel.
Moose on squirrel.
Moose on squirrel.
Moose on squirrel.
What's wrong with me?
I used to love watching that, and that was like my parents, my mom and I. She really loved
Rocky
loved
and
that show as a
Bullwinkle?
kid too. Rocky and Bullwinkle, yeah.
Yeah. I had a Rocky and Bullwinkle Christmas ornament when I was little. That's relevant because it's December.
Yep, Blake, then Cordelia, then Nikoloth, who you see him in the middle of the swarm. He has kind of dug himself a bunker here inside the tree, but Callie just rips it open with her specialized Nidhogg teeth. Blake, your go. There's a giant swarm of locusts, and there's a gargoyle man.
Well, these locusts are a problem, and if there's one thing I know about extermination is that a gas will just take care of that. So I'm going to cast Cloud Kill.
That's probably good. The tree will be fine, right?
Yeah, like we said, the tree, the Yggdrasil is magical and special. It holds up the whole universe. The only things that can damage it are Nidhogg teeth and things which have like some kind of overriding factor. The locust says they can eat through any organic material. So that's an overriding factor.
All right.
So if I just target the back of this hole that they've made, it'll come out from that point and
you could just fill his entire bunker with poison gas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a Geneva Convention kind of thing, but that's not your problem.
We're killers!
All right. So I think Cordelia, it's your turn.
Oh.
It is worth noting that you are organic material for what it's worth.
Oh, no. So we got the gas, right?
Yeah, you're immune to gas.
Well, I know I'm a moon. Okay. I'm going to do. I'm just double checking. I'm gonna do Ice Storm.
Oh boy.
And it's a cylinder, and I'm gonna put that cylinder in the hole.
You're really just stuffing this hole.
Stop that! You know what you're doing. You stop that.
What kind of save do I need to make?
Dexterity saving throw.
No, he's too chunky. 17.
Fuck. Yeah, no, my spell save DC 17.
Got him.
But that's half still, so let's see. That's gonna be 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
All right, so Callie rips the front bark off, and you just start pouring ice and poison into this hole.
So that'll be 5 bludgeoning damage.
Not great.
And then it's gonna do cold, 46 cold damage. 8.
This ice and poison begin filling this hole. What's the cloud kill now on Nikoloth's turn?
They have to make a Constitution saving throw. Any creature in the area. And,
12.
No. So that's going to be 19 damage.
All right. And then it's Nikoloth's turn. Dexterity saving throw, both of you, as locusts swarm all over you and begin eating through you.
I don't like locusts.
Eating through me?
They're eating him. They're gonna eat me too.
Oh my god.
20!
Save.
Suck that, locusts.
Suck that locust.
5.
I feel like Suck That Locust should be the title of the episode.
Yeah, so 29 to Blake and 14 to Cordelia as locusts begin eating through you. And Callie
Ouch.
and Morrow, who's much smaller. I think he's going to use his turn throwing bombs to try to keep him. Actually, I think he throws down like a bubble shield, like, you know, in Halo.
Okay, because I was going to tell him to get into my tail and I'd roll him up like a little.
That's cute. Blake, it's your turn again. This Nikoloth is just like holding up his staff and directing his locust, just like, yes, fly, fly, my pretties.
It's horrifying. It's really disgusting.
Yeah!
I don't approve of this at all.
What was that?
You can think of this as a class action.
Bleh. Throwing up now. Thank you, Austin.
Class actions are really hard to file. They're so complicated.
Nobody cares!
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, well let's toss a fireball in there.
Oh gosh. No, locusts are weak to fire.
Oh, are they gonna shatter like glass because they were cold and now they're hot?
Crit on that. So that's gonna 22 for the save and the fireball.
12 damage.
Ooh, it could be better, honestly. Cordelia, you have a turn?
Ha! Yes. Sacred Flame.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, you just said that they're weak to fire, so now I'm gonna do it just to do it. That's a dexterity saving throw.
That's a botch.
That's a botch!
Or it's an 8, it's a 10, technically, because I get advantage against spells, but it's not great.
20!
Damn, that's a pretty good for a cantrip.
Suck that, locusts.
You guys just gonna get matching jackets. Suck that locust.
Yes, that's our greaser gang now.
All right, and then locust 2, electric locust Lou. I rolled damage for you. You guys did dex save throws. That's not appropriate. Roll dexterity saving throws for locusts.
13.
10.
Double fail. You both take 23 damage as they land on your face and start eating it.
Oh.
It could be worse.
Blake, it's your turn. Or actually, our friend Morrow is going to throw a bomb.
Thank you.
That's 13 damage. Blake, your turn.
Oh my, that's a lot of... I'm gonna eat that healing nut. Well, I can't... yeah.
Yeah. So let's say Blake's full health again. Cordelia, your turn.
I'm gonna eat that healing nut.
Okay, just a whole turn of nuts, huh?
I love to nut. Fuck, I forgot the word.
Okay.
Never mind. I can't remember words.
Dexterity saving throw for locusts. How about you suck these locusts now, actually?
Oh, 7.
13.
Double fail, 26 damage. Get locust.
26.
Maro throws another bomb. Oh my god, 22. You almost maxed that damage. 22. Good thing you brought him, huh?
Yeah.
That's why I said I knew you should talk to him.
Blake, your turn.
Yeah, let's, I feel like we could do better on this fireball than we did last time. I
Yeah.
really do. So let's do a dexterity saving throw.
17.
Oh, fuck. That passes. That's a bummer. Alright. In that case... Oh, wow. That was shit, too. So 10 damage.
Very bad rolls. Cordelia, it's your
Yeah.
turn.
All right. I'm mad now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go big. Big boy. I'm going to cast Blight into the hole.
Yep, 19.
Okay, so that is 19 damage because it's halved.
All right, 27 for Blake and 13 for Cordelia. Blake, it's your turn.
This is not going as well as I would like.
He's a very high-powered lawyer.
He's a very high-powered lawyer. We're going to do another fireball.
All right.
We're just going to do it at a higher spell level.
19.
Fuck me.
Yeah, he's rolling really well.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's some shit. 18 damage.
All right, yeah, that's going to do it, actually.
Oh,
Oh, thank God.
yeah.
Were you both close to dying?
I had 25, and I just, was going to be really annoyed if I had to waste a turn casting False Life on myself.
Yeah, I was down to 23. Another hit would have taken me out.
All right, so paint me a picture of this. So Callie's circling this cloud kill. I mean, it's starting to disperse because you lost concentration on it, but you're just hucking fireballs. Cordelia's raining down sleet. These locusts are trying to eat through you. You're healing your wounds with the healing nut before your flesh is gone.
Can I hold Maro up like Simba in The Lion King and he throws one last grenade?
Sure, I mean, if you don't mind.
I don't mind that at all. I think that's fucking great.
Okay, so Blake technically got the last damage in on the rules, but if you want to give Mara the kill.
We let him because he's the baby.
So Calliope does a strafing run around the Nikoloth, and you just lift Maro up and he hucks a bomb, and it just hits him in the face, and it blows
Yeah, right on the schnoz.
just blows his head off.
It hits him and probably bounces to the ground, and does one of those comic relief pauses before it, implodes and pulls everything within that small pocket of eaten out stuff into a condensed black hole that formed from the nut.
It's a black hole nut.
Black hole nut.
Black hole nut, won't you come? Do you ever just say something so stupid you never live it down?
Do what thing to smell?
Every day.
Maro, are you okay? You're so small and there were so many bugs.
They're in my nose!
Let's get the neti pot. It's or the little turkey baster things they use for babies' noses.
Mm-hmm.
Maro, you are not a baby, but you are small, and so I must use baby-sized medical treatments.
All right, so, I mean, as the Nikoloth is actually pulled into a fucking quantum singularity and compressed down to atoms, all of the locusts, just crumble to dust and blow away, and you're left in a giant crater in the side of the Yggdrasil.
What do we do about this? It's not our fault, but also...
If I'm totally honest, make a really good hiding spot. I mean, he had the right idea, right? Who would come to look here?
So, are we saying evil lair?
I'm kind of thinking evil lair.
Oh my god, are we going to have an evil lair? Maro, can we have this lair? We will not hurt tree.
I mean, it'll take a couple millennia for it to grow back. You'll be dead by then.
Yeah, so are you cool with that?
I guess.
Well, you're invited to the lair and we'll have snacks,
We'll have to do a whole housewarming thing.
game nights.
Just get the locust dust out of my nose.
Okay. I do that because I'm gonna roll medicine to get the locust dust out of his nose. I love this squirrel. Sweet baby squirrel.
Clive, he says,
And I helped.
You did help.
You sure did.
I rolled 14.
okay, yeah, you get the locust dust out of his nose.
Callie, do you want to? Well, you might not fit, but we're gonna have an evil lair here. Is that cool?
Yeah, I think she can turn back into a gnome after she puts you down, and you guys can inspect the hole in the Yggdrasil and its lair potential.
We're gonna clean it up. We're gonna put furniture in, some nice tapestries. We'll get a mini fridge. We'll have finger sandwiches.
Maybe we set up a little clubhouse, up in the loft for you, Callie, if you're interested.
We'll put a sign outside. No good guys allowed.
Oh, we definitely can't tell Lancelot about this.
See, you're learning.
Yep, that's it. You've got it. Some things are secrets for certain groups of friends.
We're terrible role models.
Oh man, you're gonna make Calliope the villain of this season. I can tell already.
No, Lancelot is the little bitch, not Calliope.
King, have you thought of a way to deal with these angels?
Is there an open grave with an ominously large tombstone next to it? I mean, the answer is yes, but I'm asking.
I mean, I don't know why there would be an open grave, but yeah, there's
It's
like
an abandoned church, isn't it? They started finishing, then they're like, shit, church is abandoned. Everybody, let's go.
Sure, okay. I mean, yeah, there's all kinds of tombstones of different sizes and shapes and styles for your needs, for your dark purposes.
I'm gonna portal gun over to the
For your dark necessities. That's a Red Hot Chili Peppers reference for you.
I'm gonna use my filth lance, and I'm going to place a portal beneath the slowing guy, and then another portal inside that grave, and then I'm just going to knock that tombstone on top of him and crush him beneath, and then beat the shit out of the fast guy when he's all alone.
So you spent the entire time we were talking to the other characters trying to make a portal puzzle from Valve's game Portal.
Yes. I decided I really wanted to do... I decided I really wanted to play literally any other game but Dungeons & Dragons right now.
Why do you try to hurt Austin so bad?
I didn't design it. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
And everyone says, oh, Lauren's so mean to Austin, as if I'm the only one.
If it was up to me, we'd be playing the system they made for Disco Elysium, where there is no combat system whatsoever.
Okay. Why? Hang on. No. Let's go back. Why are we not doing that?
I don't know. Maybe we will. I mean, I don't know if you guys know the story of the development of that game. It literally started from a homebrew D&D campaign they made, where they came up with like all the politics and the history and stuff that's in there, and then they tried to make it into a video game. And you could find the development studio.
By the same token, I encourage people to go read the George R.R. Martin edited series Wild Cards, which is a superhero thing, but it's exactly the same thing. Came out of a group of sci-fi fantasy authors playing D&D together. It's fucking crazy.
So which one did you push in the grave?
The one who slows.
He whom slows.
He whom slows. You throw patients through a portal that goes to a grave, and the gravestone falls on them.
Yeah, I'm pushing the gravestone on top of him.
All right, so that's your turn, and now it's you and Lloyd are going to duel duel diligence. First, you're going to get attacked. So he gets an extra attack because he has haste.
Dokely.
So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yikes on bikes. 26 crit, 26, 18.
Yep, that's all hit.
Oh man, that's too much damage.
It's almost as though this was the fight I was trying to avoid.
Oh boy. That's 71 damage. How do you like me now, motherfucker?
Oh my god.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn, yeah.
That was an ominous tone of voice.
Hokey dokey. So, I'm fucking just uncorking on this bitch.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna use all my attacks with advantage against this fucking glowing jabroni over here. So 20, 19, crit, 25, 23, 25, and second crit.
Okay, so you teleported patients far enough away where you're not slowed anymore, is the
Yes.
the premise of this. Okay.
Yes, it was to isolate the person who makes it so I can't do what my character does.
Okay, roll damage. I mean, I think everything basically hit, right?
Yes.
I don't think, yeah, none of those miss. Christ on bikes.
Hold on. +5, +8.
These guys were really balanced for you only being able to attack once a round, Chris.
15. Okay, so it's 130.
Yeah, that. All right, just paint me a picture, you dick shit.
I would like to it's a tag team between me and Lloyd because I gave this dude the opportunity to walk away.
You
And he
really
decided
did. But he was
didn't
also
wanna take it.
He thought you could only attack once per round. Think about how long it would have taken you to do that much damage.
I know, and I don't think we would have survived being hit by him more than once. So it's Lloyd and King doing a tag team, but we're too fast, even for this super fast dude, because we're like our powers in tandem. I don't think there was ever a scene where this happened, but imagine in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle if Sonic and Shadow teamed up on the same enemy and they were super fast like that. Like, it's overwhelming, you know?
Uh-huh.
And eventually, I'm kicking that motherfucker into another grave and dropping another tombstone on him. and then I'm peeing on the grave.
Yeah.
I mean, the other one's going to have time to get out of the grave if you start doing that.
All right, then I'll leave then.
Okay, so to be clear, you're not killing patients.
I mean, I guess we could just lift open the grave and stab him a bunch and then drop it on him again.
I mean, it's up to you. So this is interesting because it was two brothers against two brothers, and their synergy was strong, and they basically had you outmatched. But by separating them, your brotherhood was able to overcome. It's very cool. And now you have them at your mercy. They're like if you've thrown them both into graves. One has no health, and one has like full health. What do you do?
I think it is more imperative to King at this moment to go talk to Abraham. Plus, I enjoy the irony that even though it'll take years to constitute again, the brothers won't be reunited because one's still not dead. So that'll be the one that doesn't get to reunite with everybody else.
Okay.
And he has to stay stuck in a grave for a while until he can figure to get himself out.
For diligence, you kill him by you and Lloyd working together. You're able to overcome his speed and stab him up, throw him in a grave, and then you just drop a tombstone on him that explodes his head, basically.
Yeah.
And then Patience is in the other one under a stone but still alive, and then you just like kick some dirt on him and walk away?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Can we just bury him alive?
Yeah, sure, dude.
Yeah, all right, let's do that.
Cool.
This has been a very chill, heartwarming episode.
I know, this is like our Christmas special.
Evil season.
And then can I go talk to my boyfriend?
Yeah, so King, you head over to the Great Gymnasium, having buried Patience alive and crushed Diligence's head like a grape. And you actually get there, and Abraham is giving a speech to people in the bleachers at the gymnasium, and he's saying, "Together, we will be stronger than anyone else in Sigil. Together, stronger, mightier, more powerful, faster. Teleprompter, please help." Just bigger. Everyone just like clapping, and he's like completely forgot what he was talking about.
Roll to be proud, me. I will take a seat so I can watch.
Yeah. So he kind of improvs the rest of his speech that he forgot what he's doing. He's just emphasizing being big and strong and powerful and tough and cool, and everyone's into it. And they clap, and then he gets up and like starts shaking hands. This is like the same role you saw him at the Grand Prix. It was just like he gets up there and he's like, "You know me, I'm very popular and cool." And everyone's like, yeah, you are. We love you, Abraham. And he's like, "Oh, I love you too. All right, so who wants a free cookie?"
Oh, I want a free cookie. I want a free cookie. Me.
So yeah, I mean, there's other people there from the Aethar who start giving out cookies, and after Abraham has finished shaking hands and signing stuff and taking selfies, he comes over to get you and he says, my favorite new Aethar member, King Badass.
Hi. Favorite person who gave me a gym?
How's it treating you? How's the glove?
Good. I got a good pump on before I came.
I can see you're glistening.
Thank you. I killed an angel.
Okay, well, I don't know about that, but they are just cowardly godsuckers, so I'm sure that was fine.
I left one in the grave and I'll have to deal with it later, but that's a Tomorrow King problem.
Oh dear. Who's this fuzzy young lad?
That's my brother.
Oh.
Lloyd noticeably tries to look inconspicuous. Everybody in here being Aethar or the Transcendent Order is the name of this faction. Cipher for short. Usually, every faction has a formal and informal name. They're usually called ciphers.
Hey, could I talk to you in private?
Of course.
Cool.
Does that mean kiss?
I don't know. Maybe we hold hands on the way there.
Yeah.
Lancelot got the locker room all for ourselves. It's where we came in to get pumped for the speech. We just pop in real quick.
Well, it might be a long conversation.
It's a big locker room.
Well, I don't know what that has to do with the conversation's time.
Okay, he just picks you up and starts walking.
So how's your day been?
Great. I think the speech went over well. I forgot the whole end of it, but they didn't seem to mind.
That's fine. The ending isn't as important as the start or the middle.
That's what they say.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm doing reps, the last ones are a little sloppy, but that's okay because your arms are tired from all the good work they did.
That's a good way of looking at it, yeah.
Thank you. I'm very smart.
You're a genius, King.
I can't stop visualizing this conversation going on as, like, one or both parties is being railed.
Conrad.
I'm sorry. It's just...
Conrad.
Right, but it's so
Conrad.
casual. It's so, like...
They're already drawing porn.
I know, but, I mean, come on. The juxtaposition of that level of activity with the casualness of the conversation is so
Just
good.
like in the background.
Yeah, just like, listener, roll back about a minute and a half and listen to this whole exchange, but imagine that the character of your choice is getting railed by the other one.
Please do.
With that fine image in mind, Abraham takes King into the locker room for you to talk in private.
Hey, so I have an important question to ask you. Well, I guess it's not so much a question as it is a lot of questions, and then potentially a follow-up one at the end that's really important. But it kind of depends on what you say at the first stuff then.
One of those situations, I see. Go ahead and shoot, buckaroo.
Do they have a name for them?
Yep, they call it the Question-a-Palooza.
I got a real big question palooza to ask you then. So, why don't you like gods?
Oh, does King get to ask this this line of questioning, huh?
Oh, so some people can do it.
Nifyx is covered in neck ashes and elf blood, like, oh, somebody gets to question stuff.
That's very good.
Abraham says, well, the gods never did anything to me personally. It was my ancestors. You know, there's a great, what is it called? The Titanomachy? Oh, there's a word for it. I'm very bad. You could probably ask Lancelot. He's better at pronouncing things. But yeah, the first gods killed the first titans, and it was a huge, terrible, big, bad murder thing. And so, you know, tradition.
Tradition. Tradition. I watched that movie too.
King, would you like tickets to a musical?
Yeah, wait, no, this is important. I had to do this first.
Okay, I can get you tickets, my guy.
I would like to roll an insight on Abraham right now. 24.
he is so fucking jazzed to take you to a musical.
Okay. More importantly, is he being honest when he kind of acts like he doesn't have much of a personal stake in all this? That it's just really tradition why he does all this.
Yeah, 100%. He's just like
Okay.
he's not very ideological. He's just like cool and popular and strong, and he has a like a sympathetic backstory that make this politically useful that people use him for.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you heard, but I lost my son recently.
Oh no. My condolences, King. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had to kill him. But I guess maybe I kind of learned some things along the way.
Friendship was the sons we killed along the way.
Jesus Christ. Well, we all deal with grief in our own way. If you want to talk about it, I can listen. Or if you need the name of a therapist.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of sad. You know, I liked him. I didn't get to know him, but everyone was really, I don't know. They didn't ask about him a lot or what it felt like or anything. They just told me I had to kill him over and over.
I think Abraham like goes to comfort you, makes a hug available if you need it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, he gives you a wholesome hug.
Aw.
Do you wish the Aethar could do more good things?
Of course, I'm all about doing good things, helping people, beating up bad guys.
I mean, that's good then, because that's kind of what I want to do. I want to be able to help all the kids in the city that don't have homes anymore or families to go back to or take care of them or cook them their favorite meal on their birthdays.
That's a laudable goal. That's usually the bleak cabal is in that business, but we try to help out when we can.
Yeah, but I want to help all the kids.
Is there some group that the bleakers aren't helping?
Well, yeah, it seems like there's some people in the slum part that don't get helped all the time. And no one was really there to be able to help me with my son.
You mean charity is a neoliberal band-aid on the broken social order? What?
Do what now?
Nothing. He wouldn't say that. Are you kidding?
He stops and looks right at the camera.
Yeah. You mean charity has no discernible impact on poverty? What?
Whoa.
Anyway. He says, what'd you have in mind, King?
Well, I was thinking, helping all those kids would be something that's like impossible, right?
If the Bleakers can't do it, then I suppose no one can, yeah.
But gods could do impossible things, can't they?
I suppose that they did defeat all the Titans, who are the strongest people around. So they're the strongest.
So if I could become a god, I could help all those kids. Right?
You're not wrong. I'm not enthusiastic about the direction this is going, but you haven't said anything incorrect.
Okay, I'm not enthusiastic either, but I'm just thinking that maybe if I became a god and I could help all those kids, then maybe that's something I should do.
I'm just loving how much leeway he's got to go down this train of thought before anyone gets mad.
You talked to the wrong Aethar.
I talked to the wrong god killer.
I think it's just kind of, it's so fascinating to have this conversation in the context of like, genuinely like, oh, being a god, that's an attainable goal for me. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, in Planescape it is. So,
Yeah.
Abraham says, I mean, that's what the believers are all about, trying to become gods to help people. So, I mean...
Are they? Because the first time I met the believers, they were just there to watch Jean become the demon queen. And that sounded like it would be really bad for everybody.
I don't know about all that, but I did pay attention during member orientation, and I remember learning that the Aethar and the believers used to be allies back during the old times before the first faction war.
Oh, we wouldn't call it the first faction war because there hasn't been a second yet. That's weird.
Stan.
During the Great Faction War, back before then, the Aethar and the Believers were allies because we both believed that gods weren't special. We didn't because we just have a gods ain't shit policy, but Believers because they believed they could become gods. So there's nothing really special about it if everyone can do it. So
in that situation, I could become a god, and it wouldn't cause a gigantic war that could kill everybody?
I don't know where that came from, but as long as the Lady of Pain exists, there won't be any wars.
Is she around? Because no one seems to know.
I mean, people see her from time to time, don't they?
Well, can you talk to her?
No one can talk to the Lady of Pain. That's her whole thing.
Why not? It sounds like she's really smart and can know some things to help us.
King, if I had an answer about the Lady of Pain, I would be hailed for generations as one of the greatest minds of my time. Knowing a single thing about her is more than all the gods that ever existed ever accomplished.
Don't be hard on yourself. I think your head's great.
Aww.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, would you be really angry and hate me if I tried to become a god?
I would be disappointed, but we can disagree and still be friends.
Just friends?
How about we go to that musical and let's see how we feel after that.
Okay, but I have to help my brother with a date first. I promised him.
You're just a little romance machine, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, to be clear, are you saying that you're going to side with the Believers, but still stay friends with Abraham? Maybe more than friends, but you're just basically getting his permission to go against him politically?
If it were an all or nothing, then you could say King is going independent to do this if he can't have any affiliation with the Aethar in this quest, but he is not joining with the Believers.
So, to be clear about the way Planescape works, is that to become a god, you have to be a believer. That's one and the same because of the way that belief works in the Outer Planes. So there is not a become a god plan that does not involve the believers of the source. King can misunderstand this. I just want Chris to understand, to be clear.
Hey, has someone explained that to King?
Yeah, I think Abraham does. He says that, the Aethar and the Believers used to be allies. They're not anymore because they split over the God question. If you want to become a god and join the Believers, he won't hold it against you. He will understand.
Oh. Okay, then. Then I guess I just have to take over the Believers. Oh, yes.
Jingle, jingle. It's December. That's the December bells. Jingle, jingle.
You know what that means.
Time for executive
My birthday,
producers.
exactly. It's my birthday. Everybody, make sure to give me a present at patreon.com/Austin Yorsky. Wow, thanks. Such generosity.
Also, give me a present for us. I couldn't even do it all the way through.
Disclaimer, all presents to Austin will eventually go to Lauren.
No.
Uh-huh.
The executive producers for December 2019.
You know that's not going to pick up.
You know your butt's not gonna pick up. I'm right on the mic, you little fuck. I'm right on it. Just giving it a smoocherino.
Wait, why do you have to do it like this, though? Is this what Santa would want?
Oh my god, I will murder you.
Me?
Yes, do the credits.
Joseph Tombrello.
Extellaris.
Garrett, I talk words. IR people. Now they're trolling me.
Ba 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 ba.
Conduit of groceries.
Jade, the Emperor's Hand.
That's ominous. Brent, still every episode of Dice Funk Goatly.
Devin, Conduit of Evolution.
Evelician.
John Madera, Conduit of Caramel Lattes.
The Cult of Gorfanax.
Rob Dakin, Conduit of Dice Funk, keeping me sane on a 300-mile drive.
I wonder if on a 300-mile drive you listen to the whole credits every episode. That really eat up some time, huh? Paul Mullen.
Alice in the Purple.
Emily, conduit of Dynamax Yamper. Oh, he's so big.
So big. Christ Man, fist fighting Santa over spoiled white kids.
I bet Santa will kick the shit out of most white kids.
I think so.
He's powerful. Toshiro Kuru, conduit of being thankful for content that inspires.
Andrea Grothin.
Dr. Goat of Christmas Past Man.
Face down, ass up. That's the way my brother died.
That's very good. I don't feel like we can do it justice, honestly. Festive Jamie is probably stressing over gifts as you speak. Can we just take a moment to talk about gifts and what an awful obligation they
Hey,
are?
shut up, Francois V.
She likes gifts. I hate gifts. This is the main fissure in our friendship. Hedron Master.
Nifyx. Oh, I'm losing it. Nifyx Decidia, a lonely gay sheep.
Possum Kingdom Refugee supports Lauren's nudes.
Thank you. Random, conduit of would you like a hug?
Vinny, conduit of Chris. No, I can't read this one.
Do it!
Vinny, conduit of Christmas tree butt plugs. That can't be real.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Z23619.
it's just a quiet assurance. Like, yes, Austin. Yes, it is. Kevin Dobbins.
Anthony, patron of Dora.
Oh, I guess like Christmas tree themed. I was thinking of like just an actual tree. I was like, that can't
What's
be.
wrong with you?
A lot of things, honestly. Morgan Rapp.
Haley Anderson.
Did we say Anthony, patron of Dora? I was too busy thinking about butt
I did.
plugs.
Pinko Sock.
Haley Anderson. I'm going backwards.
Pinko Sock.
And someone did Santa Fatagan. Nah, Santa North Pole. It's the thing from Call of Cthulhu. The Cthulhu Fatagan, but made with Santa. I'm sorry I ruined your joke by just explaining it.
'Tis I, Zedster.
69 Spoopy 420 Sean by Lauren's Ludes.
Yes. A montage of goth Nifyx staring out into the rain.
Wow.
A werewolf with the Chinese menu in his hand.
Sorry, I was thinking about Nifyx. That's such an important image for people to internalize for this arc.
Aaron Norgard.
Abigail Grace.
Adrian Y.
Aftershock, future chapter head of the Satanic Temple of Nebraska.
Someone's gotta do it. Agent Hedgepiggle.
Aki Savalainen.
Alex Vepra.
An otter playing in the snow. This otter's going on such an adventure through the credits.
I'm jealous. Andrew Birmingham.
Andrew Fedgy, conduit of eyeballs and the fruitcake itself.
No. Andy Harkins.
It's like a haunted house thing where it's like the spaghetti is... What is the spaghetti?
Organs?
Yeah, with there's eyes in the fruitcake. Anna.
Anna, conduit of procrastination.
Antonio, conduit of snacks.
Archduke Archibald, the huggable of cactus.
The huggable of cactus. Ariadne, spinning up a new display name.
Still good. Arshan de Koning.
Ash, the gayest bitch in the Midwest.
Austin Korksky, conduit of best boy itself.
Austin, you absolute slad.
Austin! Merry Christmas to everyone. Isaac, conduit of gabble gabble gabble.
There's going to be a lot of Christmas cheer, and I just want to reiterate, presents are bad, and I don't like them.
Becky Truesdale, property of Janiac.
BJ, conduit of miniature giant space hamsters.
B-Ray Echo.
Echo. Before we continue, I gotta say, I got tiny, slimy nips.
Why are they slimy?
I don't know. They added it they added that in to hurt me.
Big challenges.
Big Time Getty Lee, member of Big Time Rush. I get it.
Blackstone Morgan.
Blue 6.
Bones or bonus.
Brady, conduit of spooky, scary skeletons.
Brasileia Catalia. I know that's wrong. Don't at me. Cute lady Christmas candy conduit of orchids.
Callum, rake with a Blake. Wait, fuck. Turner.
Cameron Abbas.
Someone should throw Blake in a lake and say Blake in the lake.
I don't think he'd like it.
No. Candace, listen to Dice Funk Starling.
Cara Dwayne, conduit of crushing on Austin in a respectful, non-horny way.
Being not horny is the greatest gift you can give me. Everyone out there, just for Christmas this year, don't be horny.
Chance Hamlin is a gambling pig at your Xmas feast.
Charlie, I fucking choked on my breakfast at Wombblade. Chocolate.
I just want to say, Chance Hamlin, thank you for inspiring my one shot with your name sounding like a gambling pig.
Was that it? I remember.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Gambling pig. I can go somewhere with this.
Yeah, I remember it was basically just stream of consciousness word association, but that's funny. Chastity jeans.
Chloe the dog defending house against Nemesis dog.
Chris, conduit of bad decisions, Walling.
Christopher Charlow.
Coho Blast.
Colton King.
Conduit of cat beef.
Cordelia the tube with the tude.
Corum the recursive, conduit of Corum himself.
Cosmignon, conduit of Stardust, Inkmaster General.
Counterfifth.
Sierra Saldana, prophet of R and Jesus.
Cucumber.
Dandy Snuff.
Daniel Marsden, conduit of unnecessary consonants.
Daria, go freaking right.
Dawning Frost.
Deathworm Jingle, don't let the bells end.
Okay, that's the subtitle for the movie Deathworm Jingle?
I don't know, but it's very ominous.
I'd watch it. Decibel.
Declan Sands.
Dennis Pancake Detlefson.
Dinosaurs are giant birds with teeth.
Now, I'm no dinosaurologist, but
Geese have teeth already.
DM Tau. Now I have to deal with player shenanigans.
Don Johnston, not to be confused with Don Johnson, who is a person who exists.
She added that. That's not part of it, but that would be a funny thing to write. Dorian, conduit of devotion.
Dr. Isix.
Dragon Nexus, conduit of taking too long to support you.
Dylan and Rillin, the dog, listening on a lazy Sunday morning. Also, dishes.
Dylan, conduit of snake pants.
Ebrand, if you kill the first Patreon, then we all die. That's good.
Hold on, can I go back to snake pants for a second? Are those pants that snakes wear, or are they pants made out of snake skin?
I feel like pants for snakes would just be like a tube. It's just a tube. They don't have legs.
Speaking of, if you kill the first patron, we all die. I was playing a video game recently where there's a character who's obsessed with killing the first vampire, so all vampires die, and the joke is that they're ridiculous and stupid. And I was like, lol, it's Lauren.
Ecorin!
Elder dog.
Elderly goose summoned the untitled goose. Now it's ruining Christmas. Help!
Eleanor Nonante sees Periton, horned vampire lady with depression.
Lean, fuck, I'm not ready for 2020 yet, oh gods.
No one's ready. Elizabeth Jackalope.
Elusive Lily.
Emma, happy holidays from me and Moose.
All I want for Christmas is to know what Moose is.
We get a Christmas card in the mail, and it's
Just a
Emma.
question mark.
And it's Emma and the animal that's like blocked by a bunch of presents in front. We can't see it.
Indigo Fendon.
Erwin Lelagadek.
Fair Majesty Empress Quinn offers far warmest Yuletide greetings.
Florian H.
Francois Arsenal.
Frank Sands.
Ginger Beers.
Grapefruit juice.
Graffiti conduit of rhetorical penis art.
Can you roll for penis, please?
Half-Thor Grunders.
Nope, do the accent.
Half-Thor Grunders and festive his name born of fire and brimstone redeemed.
Happy holidays from Arachnival and the Silk Matron.
Praise the web.
Praise the web.
Harbinger of the coming furry invasion.
Harley the Floral Lyra Cat.
Harrison Andrew.
Harry, Dice Funk the best allies.
Hats off to Botswana, the musical extravaganza.
I don't know if that's a real thing. I probably should look it up, but I'm not going to. Hey guys, it's Ashley.
I read ahead. He's a good Brent dogs.
His dick's smaller than my toes. I'd rather ride Squidward nose.
That's Cupcake, right?
I don't know, but it seems like, I mean, the audience hasn't heard the episode yet where you dick shame a monster for like 20 minutes.
Oh, I did do that. Tell me later if I'm correct and that's a lyric from the song by Cupcake. Anyways, ho ho holy 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 yeah.
Oh wow, you actually did the whole thing. Yeah, I imagine that's the angel from the first episode wearing a nice Santa hat, and I enjoy him.
Yeah, horny for drama.
How do I make friends? Regards, conduit of social faux pas.
I'm tired of doing this every month. Just read the rest of the names.
Is that you, Lauren?
Yes.
Did you sign up to troll this?
I'm trapped in an emotionally draining job. Send dick jokes.
What would an emotionally draining dog even be? Just wants too many pets?
No, that doesn't exist.
Ingmar Grimmen.
It's just Squid Cap this month. Nothing here. No, wait. Nothing more. Nothing less.
It's your boy H.P. Lovecraft back with the fish people.
Jaden.
James Neely.
Janiac is wishing everyone a merry unicorn dance party.
Now, knowing Janiac, Merry Unicorn Dance Party could be a euphemism, so let's all be careful out there.
Jaspel, the magical Christmas badger.
Jay Logan, Conduit of Queerness, Mage of Life.
Jayish Wizard, the Wizard of Jay.
Jealous Goddess Cosplay.
Jen.
Jenny Colby.
Just Veggie, Conduit of Veggies. That's how you were saying it.
Jingle Yams.
Joanna the Wrench Witch.
John Carey.
John Potts.
John Barnett.
John, you didn't finish.
There was a hyphen. I was giving it a pause, and then you jumped in. John
Conduit
Barnett,
of
Conduit of Pillows.
My voice is going in a second. John, Conduit of Subpar Joke Names.
Josie, Recused Vengeance Paladin on the Holidays. Christmas with Bigfoot. That's like a baby shoes never worn. It's just Christmas with Bigfoot.
I feel like it's really hard to buy presents for Bigfoot because he's too big.
Crocs.
Julian Phillips, Conduit of Kaizen.
Just a Jester.
Justin Berthiesel.
Caster UK.
Kate, Conduit of Holiday Themed Regret.
That's how I'm going to feel when I drink 10,000 eggnogs and I die. Kiefer Lowe.
Kelladry is thankful that her spirit is bound to the awe-inspiring Mitzi.
Keller Automat.
Ken, Conduit of finally writing this goddamn PhD dissertation.
I forgot my credits voice from last month. Ken Teroy.
Killer Cotton Shizno.
Ken Iku fan.
Kitty Foe, one breathing burrito crawling out of your stocking.
Well, that was an upsetting update on the burrito situation.
Corito Prime, Digimon is better than Pokemon on the Switch.
Corito Prime, you really gotta fucking sharpen your argument before you step up to me, because I can't with you right now. Come on, fool. Christina, Conduit of finally writing my master's thesis itself.
Kyle Badsvik.
Kyle, president of the Drop Goodwood fan club.
Lady Misfit Dino Fact, Mosasaurs are not dinosaurs, but lizards, specifically that.
We have a lot of paleontologists in here who are very excited about dinosaurs and birds and lizards and teeth. I don't know why we attracted that audience, but okay, cool. Larry Yelling Man.
Lars Owners.
Lauren's mom's duck, Conduit of Santa Claus, but underwater. I misread that as Lauren's mom's dick at first, and I was like, I don't know if we're going to read this one.
Loopy Elephant.
I'm sorry, Lauren's mom. Lauren Cates eats Holly Kokrazog. It's a Holly Fent in an Aarakocra in a Bozog.
I did have a turducken this year. It was very tasty.
All three of those are sapient. They're not animals.
Oh, that is bad.
They're people.
Ludovico Limited.
Luther, the conduit of a button quail in a pear tree.
That sounds like a very small quail.
Precious.
Maclode, conduit of perpetual horn.
Now, what did I say about Christmas horniness?
Manticore, Death Lord.
This year, we're not doing it. Nobody's
we
horny.
Are. Do it. Master Zemnohort. Or should I say Zemnohort? Because all horny now.
No mistletoe. I'm done with it.
Math Tracker won't tell Lauren what $400.60 plus $20.09 is. I know, you can't stop me. Matt Collier.
Is this a sex thing? What's going on?
It's $420.69, you idiot.
I know.
No, you didn't.
But I thought the denial of the information for... Never mind. I thought it was a power thing. They were keeping it from you. Matt Lackett is almost done with his PhD at last. Sleep in video games.
Matthew, listen to Dice Funk and Neoscum Schultz.
Also very cute that Matt Lackett thinks they get to sleep and play video games now that school's done. My dude, that was your last chance. You're done. You're done, son.
Joke's on you.
Maximum Side Boob X, 2 turtle doves and a side boob in a pear tree.
Majin, conduit of screaming internally.
Melbent.
Merry Flowers.
Merry Christmas to Paco, the coolest shark in Denmark.
Oh God, Paco.
Is that the shark from the Shark Tracker that went his
No,
own
that's
way?
Pablo.
Oh, Pablo's a cool shark we saw once.
He
That's
was
nothing.
going all over the place. Merry Christmas from Melissa the Dice Goblin.
Yep.
Michael
Hall.
Hall. I just like taking it from you.
You do. Midlife stasis, conduit of inevitability.
Mike draws you roasting nut buttons by an open fire.
Miko from Finland.
Miles, conduit of passing from credits into a one-shot as an ocelot.
Mr. Willie Phoenix, Steven, lesbian seagull, Pooh Bear Shaker.
You fucked it up. I always do it real good.
Yeah.
My last joke name was bad. I'm sorry. A warm kiss for cold tips.
I don't know what that means. It sounds vaguely horny, so I disapprove. My Valentine is postmodern artist Cy Twombly.
Namita Aneskins, conduit of
Nathaniel Homan.
Nicholas Dominic.
Nick.
Nicole Woodruff.
Not so transient, needs a new profile name, Passerby.
Paye Rabjerg.
Pangolin.
Patrick Babcock.
Patrick Williams.
Please check my webcomic, ruinousfortune.com.
Yeah, the credits are mostly ads for other people and Lauren's nudes, and then people calling me names. Pocket Sundial.
Preston Bowers.
Pruitt Holcomb.
Puck, conduit of trying so hard that you ruin it, but festive.
Oh, nice. Pumpkin Spice Criterion. Is it still pumpkin spice season?
It's always pumpkins. God, I'm so mad I can't even say it.
It's an extremely white hill.
Psychotic!
This is an extremely white hill to die on, Laura. Lauren.
Pumpkins and yams and various... Yams aren't gourds, but they're similar in texture. They're delicious, and everyone can get off my dick about it. Pyropsychotic, the mini-boss secretly relaying messages of deceit.
R.I.P. King Sladass. We hardly knew ye.
Oh, no.
That's the name. Yeah. This was probably submitted before we decided the canon fandom name is the New York Slod.
Razumi Azura.
Remsiv.
Robert Chisholm, conduit of efficiency.
Robert Tuttle.
Salad Child.
Sean Lyons Burke.
Simmons, conduit of harder slatty.
Sergeant Rattlebones, the skeleton war rages on.
Shane Sedgwick.
Shane Ware, conduit of hedonistic, pansexual, polyamorous switches.
Sin Milk Tom.
Sir Octopus. Nope. I did it again.
Octopus.
A classic Sir Octopus. Sir Octopus, conduit of chivalrous cephalopods.
Slime King Mike using these credits as a platform to meet a cute dragon boyfriend.
Aw. The new social networking site, the new Tinder, is on the credits of Dice Funk.
You heard it here first, folks.
Snack Kearney, the Christmas snack.
Socialist icon gardener Minshew III.
Spaghetto drifts eternal and sanctified Wimbus. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Spore Man Zero.
Stefan Lund, conduit of tired of responding to last month's credits. Wow. What did we do to Stefan last time?
Steven Martinez, protector of Austin's pussy.
Form ranks, create a phalanx.
Look what you did to me,
You're
Steven.
killing her. Sternod, conduit of consonants.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?
Sydney Marsing.
To beat the spokes.
Tabitha, huh?
To beat the...
Is that what we're doing?
What's wrong with me? Please leave this in.
Okay.
I'm so sorry to beat that. Okay. Tabitha Spokes.
Tales of Inquiry.
To beat that.
Everyone really got you, huh?
What was I even thinking?
Teraflops.
Therapy Pipes, conduit of Gremlin.
Thanks, Austin. Great show. See, now that's a credit I can get behind. Just
The cast of Dungeons the Gathering.
the murderous mongoose who's secretly standing directly behind you.
The Precursor.
Thoughts and prayers for Juma and Jack's D&D players. They are my precious, and that's thoughts, THOTS. So,
Nice. Titty Picks is legal tender 2020.
Toby Gleason Stack.
Tom Bowers.
Trees, they are us.
They are us.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
made me.
Trevor.
You made fun of me last time because I said Tracetherius.
We're both wrong. Traverse the Goblin Teacher.
Shanus.
Universal Toby.
Victor Melito, Conduit of Quietness.
When do we get a Dice Funk one shot of big gay orcs? Apparently I can't.
You can. Just got to get someone to DM it. We can. It'll happen someday. Willian Vink.
Wise Guru.
Ziphosaurus.
Zoltar, the Viking death metal caterpillar conduit of retribution.
And that's the end of the list. Anything else? Patreon.com/LauraKBuzz. Patreon.com/ofhorse. Patreon.com/weekly manga recap. Lauren has a bunch of stuff. Lauren?
I have like several hundred pictures of my titties.
That's a lot. Do you ever think about how many that is?
It's not just my titties. No, I literally have like 500.
There's only 360 degrees of perspective.
Listen, you do minimum 10 pics per set, and you gotta do different outfits. Anyways, I got that shit you're looking for.
What are you buying? And you open the trench coat, but it's just titties.
Yeah, I'm Margalicious.
Yep. iTunes, YouTube,
Yeah.
Podbean, Google Play. You know how to do. You know what podcasts are. You know how they work. Come on. Why are you making me do this?
Why would you be here at the end of the whole thing if you didn't know what podcasts were? That seems irresponsible.